Guys, and welcome back to another episode of your Brains Coach podcast. My name is Shurina. I'm your host, I'm your Brains Coach, and it is my job here to bring you the best brain body tools so you could feel, look, and do your best. It's all about self-optimization, and it's all about bringing out the best in us into the world to build our mission, to build our vision, to build our purpose, and to live the most meaningful, extraordinary life experience ever. Wow, I think that was the best intro that I've done. If you didn't know that, folks, but I'm doing intros live every single time you hear the podcast. It might sound similar, but it's different every single time. So today is Monday morning, and I'm recording this introduction to Your Brains Coach podcast. And folks, a lot of new things coming, right? So get excited. I'm working on new mission, vision, marketing for my whole enterprise that is now Brain Breakthrough Coaching. That is the company that I incorporated in the US. Then now I have a different tribe, a different vision, and different enterprise, so to speak. It's empowered entrepreneurs. It's a whole range of offers, of programs, of group coaching, of all kinds of toolkits and retreats. By the way, folks, if you are curious what I'm talking about, go to brainbreakthroughcoach.com and check out main menu, Empowered Entrepreneurs. Check it out, check out the mission statement, and you'll understand better what I'm talking about. But what you want to know is a lot of great things coming, mostly around the way I present the information, the way I deliver value to you. So I'm going to focus a lot more on experts that I'm going to invite to my podcast, and then connecting their knowledge with practical application and translating that for you through the lens of my life and lives of my clients that I work with, right? So you're gonna hear a lot of stories, a lot of science put into stories, a lot of science put into practical toolkits and applications with a very specific purpose each time to improve certain aspect of your life and work. Also, I plan to do shorter episodes, but 5 days a week. And also, as I mentioned, I'm gonna be telling a lot more stories. And today, actually, the episode is almost entirely around one story that happened to me yesterday. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and it is about motivation, folks. Today is Motivation Monday, and it is no better day than today to bring to you an episode to boost and improve and increase your motivation. So, folks, I was talking to a friend of mine over WhatsApp. He's on the other side of the ocean, and I was sharing with him. Well, first he asked me, like, Angela, I don't know how you're holding it all together. Like, your business crashed, you are in a country that you don't speak the language, you can't go to a lot of places, you are away from your family and friends, and it just seems to be like a lot, and you don't have any guarantee that you're gonna succeed. Like, how are you holding it all together? And then we talked a little bit. And then, trying to motivate me, he told me this story. And at first I thought it was going somewhere good, but it didn't, but it still motivated me. So I wanted to share with you the story that he shared with me. A little, like, short story, so not gonna be a lot of your time, and it's gonna give you a very practical lesson that you can start applying to get more motivation almost instantly if you apply it right. So, this story. He said he works in the oil gas industry, and so he asked me, Angela, do you know this company, Goodyear? And I'm like vaguely familiar with the term. I think they create some sort of rubber and to use on vehicles like wheels and whatnot. I'm like, but I remember the mascot, or this like cartoon and Goodyear label. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of familiar. And he said, that the guy after whom the company is named, he invented it, but during his lifetime nobody listened to him and nobody used his invention, and so he died, never getting any recognition, any money from it, nothing. But he started this, my friend started this story like that. There are millions of people like you. And I thought he would be talking about some talented people. And he started to tell me this story about Goodyear, who created this amazing thing. But during his life, never got any recognition for it. Nobody wanted to listen to him. And then somebody else, after his death, picked up the invention and put it into, sold it really well and made a fortune. And we're still using this invention. The problem with Goodyear, the guy who died and never got any recognition, was that he couldn't communicate it in a way that it would sell his invention to other people. And my friend was trying to say that you're not alone. There are many talented people who are failing and sometimes even dying without any recognition. And I also remember Tesla and who invented a lot of things but never got a lot out of it. And it made me sad, folks. It made me very sad. It made the idea of never succeeding really, I could feel it, that it can actually happen to me. I'm now 35, and I thought to myself, what if the idea that I have never is going to come to fruition? Maybe it is a bad idea. Maybe I should, get a full-time job or do something else. Maybe. But then the dream, the vision, the purpose that I have, it's so strong. And I just felt so much pain just realizing that it can die without ever being realized, that there is a real possibility with this dream, this vision that I have, never coming reality. And it almost made me cry. I'm still very emotional when I'm thinking about it. And I realized that time is not playing in our favor. Life is not playing in our favor. And the third thing, if you don't learn, and I was talking to myself, if you don't learn how to sell your vision, your ideas right now, then guess what? All of your best ideas are gonna die inside of your head, never having the chance to realize their full potential. And it was freaking very painful. And I've been getting at this vision for quite a while. And I just thought to myself, whatever it is, you just have to get better at one, communication and selling your ideas. Number two, you gotta act like your ass is on fire, because your life can pass and it might never be the right time just because you never pushed it hard enough to make other people see how important and amazing that is. But that goes to the point number one, get better at communication and selling your ideas. People like Steve Jobs or other great business people who attracted a lot of capital and were able to realize their dream to the extent that is just mind-blowing. They were good and are good at one thing. They are great at communicating their ideas to the world, at painting that vision, so they could enroll a lot more people to bring this idea into the reality. And so folks, I'm telling you this story because I wanted you to perhaps feel the pain with me. That whatever you're dreaming of, if you have a vision, if you have a dream, if you have an idea that you still want to bring into the world, number one, realize, please feel the pain with me, that it can die and you can die with that dream in you and nobody will know about your greatness. If you don't learn how to communicate it, how to sell it, and how to get freaking passionate about doing that, like your ass is on fire, and putting action every day, Saturday, Sunday, if it has to be done then do it then. And that's the lesson I'm learning, and that's the lesson I want to give to you. And some time ago, like a couple of weeks ago, I was working with another company as a coach, and I was working really hard for their mission, their vision, to serve their clients. And at that point, I also had a thought, what if I work that hard for myself, prioritizing all these to-do lists that I know need to be done sooner than later? What if I do that to my own vision, would it be possible that it also would work much faster and better? And I want to make this episode short and want to make it concise and also focus on one idea. Folks, realize your idea can die in you. Just because you have an idea, it is no freaking guarantee anything gonna happen in the reality to make it come to fruition and make it change the world. It's on you. It's all freaking on you. And if you don't act like that, like your ass is on fire, if you don't change yourself in a way to become great communicator, great salesman, great promoter of your idea, the greatest actually, for quite a while or forever. If you don't do all of that, if you don't feel the pain of your vision dying in you and your ideas dying without any recognition to you and somebody else will run with it, even if it's half that good that it was in your head, and they would succeed, isn't that the pain that we should all have at the back of our mind? So every day we wake up, and as long as we are healthy and well and we'll run after our ideas. And my homework for today, folks, is to sit down for 5-10 minutes and really let the idea sink in. You're gonna die sooner than later. And the idea, the grand idea that you might be passionate about and you think it's the best idea since sliced bread, well, it's gonna die with you. You're gonna get zero recognition, and somebody else most probably will run with that idea. So if you don't want that to happen, how about giving your all to this idea today and for the rest of the foreseeable future, just having enough time to live the life that you also want to live according to your priorities, and also being really clear with yourself what it is you want to do in the world, what it is you want to deliver in the world. And my voice is breaking out for some reason at the end of this episode, however short. But folks, feel the pain, sit down, realize you're gonna die, you're gonna get no recognition, your dreams are gonna die in you, somebody else will gonna run with that, and that's a true possibility. So run after your idea like your ass is on fire, because you're not guaranteed even a day of your life. It is now or never. Be okay with that idea. If you decide to pass on actions, be okay with the idea. It might be never. And that's about it, folks. So that's the Motivation Monday episode I wanted to bring to you today. If you like that episode, you know what to do. Please share, because by sharing, we are creating the world of people who are aware of these things, who know better, and who are on our journey with us building a better world. So folks, share. If you'd like to connect, then connect on social media, especially on Instagram, Angela Brain Body Coach, at Instagram at Angela Brain Body Coach. And folks, run after it like your ass is on fire. And I'll talk to you very soon.